Hi everyone, welcome to Live Soulfully. Good morning again from Lhasa. This is my outfit for the day. And we're now setting off really early today, heading to another town. Our 12-hour drive starts now. And we're heading to Shigatse County. We didn't even have time for breakfast. We'll just have something light along the way later once we make a rest stop. We're just enjoying the majestic views all around. And here we got to see some huge Tibetan Mastiff dogs. They were so furry and really cute. So now we're on our way to Yamdro Lake. It is one of the largest wholly freshwater lakes in Tibet. Here we are. Look at that view. The colors. Can you hear the wind? It's so strong. And it's madly cold. But the view of the Yamdro Lake is absolutely incredible. My ears and fingers were freezing. I really couldn't feel my face. Do pardon my hair flying all around. So we're now heading closer to the base of Yamdro Lake, to another viewpoint. The views along the way are amazing as well. It really is worth enjoying the journey and not just the destination itself. And the journey so far has been incredible. Yamdro Lake is also known as Yamdro Lake, and it is more than 72 kilometers long and has an altitude of around 4,441 meters above sea level. Here's the sunlight shining through the clouds and the seagulls playing around. This freshwater lake is formed due to the snow melt from the glaciers and the natural depressions formed by the glaciers as well. It's also apparently very close and connected to Bhutan, which I went last spring. Legend also says if Yamdro Lake ever dries up, Tibet will no longer be inhabitable. And I was so hungry and I forgot to film, but this is what's left from my sausage. It was quite good actually. And we finally arrived for lunch at a traditional guest house. There's butter tea, sweet tea, dried sausages and cheese, and barley as well that actually tasted like popcorn. And here's my Tibetan butter tea, which I've grown to love. So this is my guide showing how to eat a Tibetan staple called samba. It is rich in nutrients and high in calories, which is ideal for the cold and to satisfy hunger. They served more food, the bread, potatoes and the yogurt. It was all quite nice. And now we're exploring the home a little after having lunch. And this is the living area for the family together. And this is one of their bedrooms in the house. And this is also another room, similar to a sunroom or a drawing room for them to gather around. And the view was really good. And here is the surrounding area outside the home. Look at the skies, it's so blue. And the vast landscapes. Many hours on the road with our trusty bus, and this is the peak that we just saw at Yamdro Lake. So after driving through Kambala Pass, we're heading towards Corola Glacier. Country road vibes here, so I listened to the song along the way on the drive. The mountains are calling and I must go. Nature never fails to amaze me. The landscapes are so vast and beautiful. Us as humans are so small compared to Mother Nature. So we should have gratitude and appreciate what nature has.
Around 50 doing good now. We have a view point, so we stop being hectic for the glacier, and we have very beautiful ways too.
So here we are. We've just reached Karola Glacier, and it's huge. This is one of the 3 largest continental glaciers in Tibet. It is about a 2-hour drive away from Yamdro Lake, which we visited earlier. I found another cute dog, and I must say that it's really quite the scenery. The sounds of the prayer flags flying in the wind are so soothing. So we made our way to Yamdrok Dam. The wind speed I was trying my best not to fall as I walked along the edges. The wind was really strong. And of course it was really cold as well. But it was absolutely scenic and so worth the trip there. So apparently Yamdrok Lake is also roughly shaped like a Chinese character too. Here are some handmade crafts. And now we're continuing our journey to Shigatse. It is the 2nd largest city in Tibet. And one of the world's highest cities at an elevation of almost 4,464 meters. The wind blew this flower onto my hair, and I got shocked at first because I thought it was a caterpillar. So Shigatse is in the middle of the Himalayan region. And there are 17 mountain peaks above 7,000 meters. and 4 peaks over 8,000 meters, including Mount Everest, which is one of my main goals for coming to Tibet, besides learning about the spirituality and the culture here. So now it has been about over 10 hours on the road, and we finally reached Shigatse city town to stay the night. Here's the hotel lobby. This water feature was really soothing and so zen. And here we have a little room tour. So at the entrance of the room is the bathroom and the sink with a really cute mirror that has anti-fogging effect too. And as we walk in, the beds are nicely made there. It's quite spacious actually, and the ceiling reminds me of a chapel. They also gave us welcome drinks and fruits, oxygen canister, and here's the windowsill area that we can sit and have tea. This hotel room design is quite beautiful, don't you agree? Here's the view from the room. And I got hungry, so it's almost dinner time as well. We took a little walk around the area to find food. And we decided to try out the food at this little family shop. So here he is, deep frying our chosen ingredients. Here's dinner. So we also bought 2 types of noodles to try out. So we stocked up on our oxygen canisters too. And good morning from Shigatse. Checking out the hotel breakfast spread before heading off. So here's breakfast, and I always gotta have my butter tea. Managed to catch a beautiful sunrise moment with the colors, the orange hue. And from here we start another 6 to 7 hours of driving on the road. So after 343 kilometers from Shigatse city, we will arrive at Everest Base Camp. So we're traveling from Shigatse to Tingri, it's another town. And we'll be driving on the G318 National Highway. It's also known as the Friendship Hwy in Tibet. We stopped for a short break after a couple of hours, and I made a new furry friend. He was really cute. We're now back on the road. G318 is part of the Sino-Nepal Friendship Highway on the border between Nepal and Tibet. It is the second largest national highway in China and is the 7th longest highway in the world. Here we reached another checkpoint. So after the 5,000 kilometer mark in the western part of Tibet, there is a monument built to commemorate the history, which we will see soon in this video. Here you can enjoy the fluttering of the prayer flags in the wind. We're now almost reaching Tingri, a small town home to only 500 people. And we're here, so lunch is the first thing that we find upon reaching. I ordered masala chai again, and it's quite good here too. So Tingri is in the southern part of Tibet and usually used as the base to Mount Everest. This is it, the monument that I mentioned earlier for the G318 National Highway. Mandatory photo taking at this historic site. We are now getting closer to Mount Everest National Nature Reserve. Do you see all these bends? Well, there are about 108 of them. I was really trying my best not to get nauseous from the winding roads. It was crazy. 108. So we finally stopped for a good view of the mountain peaks here, and for me to regain my composure after 50 overbends before we start out again. Here we can see a panoramic view of the highest Himalayan peaks. Makalu at 8463 meters, Lhasa at 8516 meters, Everest at 8848 meters, and Cho-Oyu at 8516 meters. So we'll be arriving at Everest Base Camp soon. Thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next EBC vlog. Till then.